Maybe the internet quality was to blame. Maybe it was. But I have a note now. I have a note on here that test the sounds. And we'll see if maybe internet quality is to blame. Yeah. I'll find out in due time. It's back to out of stock. That is so weird. That is so weird and not how it's supposed to be at all. What the fuck? Maybe the first is breaking my stream. We'll never know. But let's see. What questions can we ask? If I do not need it to survive, why must I seek treasure? What is the greatest treasure? Are all treasures such as can be smelled, touched, and seen? Will you give me a treasure, or I allow silence to reign, seeking answers within myself? I want to be a little wise. Like, are all treasures such that can be smelled, touched, and seen? Yeah. No. While all kin value that which is rare and beautiful and can be sensed, some few count other things among their treasures, things such as rare truths and ways of being, or knowledge of true songs which destroy and create in such ways. But not all kin agree as to their worth. That makes sense. Like sentimental value is a thing. You know, it's a very individual thing. Also, I'm gonna do some closing of things just in case my computer is struggling. Just in case. Alright. Back to the game. If you can, you must seek to build a golden trove, a vast gathering of glittering treasure which none could deny. Hunt not the unknown. That path is less sure. Such wisdom! I'm gonna know so much by the time I'm able to actually explore. However, you sense that there are indeed things less known, which some may find to be very, very great treasure. Ooh. You're just trying to get me not to pry into your secrets, mother! Air mastery, earth mastery, water mastery. I'm glad we got some fire mastery earlier, because this is gonna be really something. The voice's song grows softer. Now I leave you, my kin, and my creation. You may never hear my song again, nor I yours. Mom! No! Mother! I have imparted the two great laws, as is my duty. You are a destroyer, and you are a creator, and these truths are woven into you like warmth into blessed flame. If you cease to be a destroyer or creator, you would no longer be kin. And you know of the lesser law, the seeking and taking of treasure. Though you may survive and be well fed and strong of body, if you have no treasure, you will never be called great among the kin. You will never know the pleasure of the dance of creation, and your creator self will languish in a frigid void. All other laws are false. These alone bind us. Remember that you are Drakkin. All other beings of this world must stand in the shadow of your beautiful and terrible music. But mother, please, don't leave me. The rhythm which you feel now flowing through you is the rhythm of life. To have the rhythm within you is to be alive. To be silent, without the rhythm, is the perfect sign of depth. Depth or death. Which is it, depth or death? Nature shall now be your guide, companion and opponent, your friend, enemy, and always your teacher. There is no being born of earth, the great birther, and sun, the great giver, greater than you. The music of our people is great. One might even say it's a bop. It is boppin'. Rejoice, knowing that your essence has been woven into such a body, and that such a fate is yours. When you at last escape from the wall which I have put around you, both to keep you safe and to test you, then you will be worthy to begin the great adventure which some call life, and some call hell. It's capitalist out here. With that final message, the idea of yourself exploding from potentiality into reality, the voice fades and is gone. You know that it will not return. How do you feel in that moment? Relieved to be alone again, excited to begin the mysterious journey ahead, abandoned by my creator, admiration for my creator, nothing. Well, the approach I have taken is I'm abandoned. I was just like, Mom, no! Abandoned by my creator. Is this really all the voice was? A song of possibilities and the nothingness? You yearn to touch the being behind the voice, to know it as you know yourself, but now it will never be. In the timeless time which follows, you often call out with your mind song beyond the wall, hoping to call the voice back to you, but silence alone answers. Earth and water. For a time, you are left alone again within the chamber. You feel the measured beating of your rhythm within you, and drift in and out of consciousness. The wall seems to have gotten smaller, hugging you tightly indeed. Your rhythm has swelled into mighty chords, and your breath is fierce against your legs. Suddenly, and without warning, the voice returns. It is not a measured song, rife with ordered sigils as last time, but a lurid gash of feelings and ideas suddenly thrust upon you. Beware the other seed, the no-tails, the flat faces. Beware their terrible music. Beware the seed of others. Beware humanity! And suddenly there is an awful silence. A space left behind where something should have been. Mom? Were you killed by humans? Oh, God. I think the voice returned. Mom sent us one more message before she died. Holy shit. No other voices enter your mind. A few times you think you may be receiving a song, but it always proves to simply be yourself echoing tiny hopes, fears, and dreams. Meanwhile, the wall which is made of love and which has always embraced you, is squeezing you very tightly. Its love, once so pure and benign, has become toxic. You are pressed so mercilessly you can hardly breathe, and to make matters worse, you feel a horrible emptiness, draining within your core. I am hungry! You must do something. Push against the wall, be still and silent, breathe and wait. Well, I know what we have to do to live. So I'm gonna push against the wall. It loves you, you know, but it must now be broken. You push and struggle, feeling your body move this way, then that, but the wall thwarts your every move on every side. It is not through pushing, but rather through unfolding your whole self, limb by limb and muscle by muscle, that you at last achieve the first true success in the music of your life. You hear not with your mind, but with your ears, your actual ears, the cracking and crunching of the wall as it breaks slowly apart, and you see with your own eyes your first vision of true light. Air and fire. We are born! We are Draken! Part 1. Happy those early days, when on some gilded cloud or flower my gazing soul would dwell an hour, and those weaker glories spy some shadows of eternity. Henry Vaughan, The Retreat. Okay. This is a lot deeper than I was expecting. That's us! Oh. You are somewhere inside the body of Earth, the great birther. Her semi-soft flesh is veined here and there with the grasping roots of trees or blockaded by stones who stare blindly at you. The air here tastes of comfort and slumber, and your own body feels as though it is in good condition. But you feel a burning in your core. You know that it is the destroyer within, eager for substance to fuel your being. Is this my hunger bar? This bar obviously means something, but I don't know what. So, I'm sure we're gonna find out. If you fail to find anything to destroy, the emptiness will overtake you and your life will be lost. You sense nothing to consume here, though. A few illuminating rays tumble in from above, but your vision is still dim and unsteady. Perhaps you could leave this place by crawling up the tangle of roots overhead. Whenever you consider a task which your will alone cannot conquer, you will get a sense of whether you will succeed or fail based on your elemental attributes. Climbing up the roots would require a certain amount of fluidity and flexibility, which are the domain of the water element. Okay, and that's the one that we're primarily connected to right now. Red indicates that you cannot succeed, at least not without problems, in your current state, while green indicates you're feeling that you certainly can. Yellow means it's too close to be sure. Okay. So, doing things that are green is safe. Red means that there's gonna be problems, and yellow means it's a gamble. As we make choices, your health and energy may be affected as well. Success brings benefits, but be not too afraid of failure. Through it, all beings learn and grow strong, while success has little to teach. Now choose, newborn. What will you do? Examine what is left of the wall. Claw your way through the hard earth downwards in the direction of Earth's embrace. Claw your way through the softer soil sideways and upwards toward the light. Use your limbs and jaws to climb directly up through the hanging roots. I want to see what's left of the wall. The chamber of your creation seems so small now. Moments ago, it was your entire reality. Perhaps there's another reality beyond this one you now see, into which you will one day hatch. Have you any further business with the wall? It does not smell attractive. Leave the ruins of the wall where they are, or consume the wall! Perhaps it will ease the emptiness within. Alright, Mom told us that we need to destroy. We must consume the wall. The wall crunches and crackles pleasantly in your mouth as you consume it, but it lashes your throat as it is drawn down into your core, causing you to cry out in discomfort. It also does not seem to do anything for your hunger. Air mastery and fire mastery. Okay, so we can go downwards, we can claw upwards, and we can just climb directly up the hanging roots. It doesn't seem like, I was particularly bad. But it's just like, I must consume the love that ensnared me and kept me trapped for so long. I need the love. The wall. It is a part of me now. Shiny! It's working! Hooray! Alright. I don't know what this will do, but I want to see. The dirt stubbornly resists your scrabblings. It seems that the floor of this chamber has been trod down by some great being, most likely your creator, and now resists your attempts to unmake it. You eventually give up, feeling slightly more empty than before for your efforts. I've lost a little energy but gained some earth mastery. Okay. So, this is our hunger bar. We need to go hunt something. Let's do this because it feels natural. We can gain some more fire later. You flow steadily upwards through the hidden spaces between the roots and stones, twisting your body to fill the empty spaces. The light grows as you emerge into a still larger chamber. A little cave. Oh. This space is much larger than the last. Though you are still sheltered by Earth's body, light is more plentiful here. You may be approaching her skin. A clean azure flavor slides across your tongue. Water, the comforter and supporter of all life, is here, gathered into a still body before you. Something within you resonates with it, drawing you toward it. What is your will? Draw closer to the water, leave this place behind. The light outside calls urgently. Draw closer to the water. You move closer. It's me! Oh, I'm beautiful! For the first time, you see yourself. Your body, sculpted and painted by time and space, is almost beyond description. Your armor shines subtly, with the earth's rich hues, like the promise of precious things buried deep. Your feathers, each one dyed with more colors than you know the names of, long for the touch of air, and you are crowned with plumes that to all other good beasts may know your sovereignty. Your long neck, graceful limbs, and supple tail transform every motion into a weaving cascade of flowing movement. Seeing your true form for the first time, you feel surprised, afraid, proud, peaceful. I feel proud! All of the four elements of reality sing out through your form. You are nothing short of gorgeous. Every part of you, the pinnacle of possibilities being channeled through the gauntlet of time. You are of the kin, the children of above and below, and you feel a deep and shameless love for everything you are. God, I wish I related! I've got to live through this dragon. This is a power fantasy, alright? You play this game, you get to live out your power fantasy. Let's go! Now, here's something to note. I wonder if our feathers would actually be different color if we resonated with a different element more. Because right now they're blue, because we took a lot of water approach, right? Right? Potentially? I wonder if we made different choices, if they might be green or white or red. Who knows? Maybe you guys can find out if you play it. This, indeed, is the perfect and ultimate body into which your essence has been woven. These are the limbs with which you will walk the paths of this life, like teeth and claws with which you will mete out the judgment of destruction upon other beings. This is the fruit of your creators. This is the body whose legacy may be bequeathed to others, if you survive long enough and are found worthy. This is yourself, worthy of respect, admiration, and every success. Fire Mastery! What is your will? Consume some of the water. Leave this place behind. I want to consume some water. You lower your mouth to the body of water and use your tongue to take some of it into you. It flows pleasantly down, trickling to your core, relieving you of a little of the emptiness within and soothing your essence. Gained a little energy. Water's reputation as a friend to all life is apparently well deserved. Your core demands something with which water alone cannot slake though. With nothing else to do within this space, you will follow the whispering air and light outward. Okay. Oh my god, this game is gorgeous. Oh. Yes. Now that you have emerged from the Great Mother's flesh, you can see her more completely, and her power and beauty are beyond your wildest hope. The trees are her feathers, the mountains her spine, her breath is the wind, and her essence flows in streams, rivers, and the distant sea. Above you, the sun, the great giver, shines his own endless essence down upon earth. He blazes above you, mighty in his glory, beautiful and shameless in his circled dance of creation, by which all that carries the rhythm of life is ultimately begotten. The air between them is sweet with life and light, the fruits of their union. The wind blows, teasing your wings. A wild desire to tread the air, to rise above, fills you. My God, this game has a way with words. It is poetry. What will you do? Embrace the wind. Spread your wings and fly. Know your limitations. Climb down from the promontory safely. You know, we're gonna embrace the wind. We're gonna embrace the wind and fall and fail. Let's go. You spread your wings and leap fearlessly from the heights, knowing that the earth cannot hold your Dratkin greatness. For a single beautiful moment, you hang in the air, and then we hurt ourselves pretty badly. Earth rushes swiftly at you. Frantic flailing of your limbs does nothing. You tumble to the ground, crashing through treetops, then limbs, then bushes, then cruel, unforgiving ground. Air mastery and fire mastery. Did we die? The fool! It is fitting that a kin's reach should exceed their grasp. Failure is a far, far better teacher than success. This grants you a tiny bonus to all 4 elements. We are the fool! I love being a fool. A bird. I love how we can see these sort of like magical halos around things. Body ringing with pain, you slowly recover from nature's rebuke. Apparently you are not yet worthy of treading the boundless paths of the above. You sense that you have much growing and learning to do before you can realize your dream of a few moments ago. Your miserably failed attempt at flight seems to have been witnessed by a small winged beast, a lesser child of the earth and song. It stands out against its surroundings in bold black and white. It laughs at you, insulting you with a mocking song. Hey, Slapmaster! We are currently playing Golden Treasure the Great Green, a choose-your-own-adventure game where you play as a dragon, and we just failed to fly. And we got gifted the card of the Fool. So, that's just on brand. That's just on brand. That I would have it no other way than to be a fool. Alright, and we're currently hungry. As we can see from right here, this bar is not particularly full. So we want to hunt, and maybe we'll hunt this bird. We'll see. We'll see. The mighty Dratkin once ruled over Earth. Now I have seen Earth rules their race. I can understand the bird! Oh, the bird is taunting me! Oh my god, you have made a mistake, sir. O thou who tried to fly just after birth, are chained like a slave by her downward embrace. Or let the shame of my song and your body's own pain teach you this. Only reach for what you can attain. No. No, I will grab anything I can. You've learned more about the way of the white blacks. The birds. The birds. That's what you're talking about. How will you respond? Reply with a mockery song of your own. Endure the mockery calmly. Attempt to get it to divulge a secret. Attack the insolent white black. I don't think we're gonna be able to do much mockery. Is there a way I can see, like, what my elements are? Skip chase scenes? I'll have to see what that means. Well, we said that we were going to destroy, so I think it would be befitting that our very first action against another creature on this planet is to try to attack. How shall you attack it? Swiftly climb the tree it inhabits and crush it in your jaws. Drive it away with a small burst of your flaming breath. Incinerate the insolent white-black entirely, on second thought. Okay. Interesting. If we do this, we're not gonna get any food out of it. But same if we drive it away. I imagine we will fail if we do this. But I want to see. The White Black seemed to anticipate a violent reaction from you for its shaming, and it takes off into the safety of the air before you can reach it. It calls down to you. Unlike you, hatchling, I have working wings. Seek not to destroy me with such heavy things. Laughing, it leaves you behind, but you've learned a little more about how to attack swiftly. Next time, you will not fail. Air Mastery. Okay. Moving on, you allow the hillside to guide you downward. You have been following the path of a swift running river for some time when you are struck by a powerful scent. Flicking your tongue out, you taste the sacred essence of one of the kin on the breeze, floating on twin wings of pain and decay. There's another flavor as well, something strange, something animal, but not something other. Oh no, I think this is our mom's corpse. Remember, there was like, a call to say beware humans, basically, and then it stopped. I think this is Mom. You shudder, your feathers raising upward involuntarily. What could these strange scents mean? The kin whose scent you now smell could possibly explain, but you are now hatched, and beyond the chamber, all kin are rivals, seldom welcoming the scent of other Drac in their territory. Still, there's something familiar about that scent, something which tugs at the corners of your mind. Steeling yourself, you carefully draw closer to its source. Mom! Destruction. The horrible stillness of a body empty of spirit. The noble red essence of a great kin, shed not in a true dance of destruction, but trapped, tortured. The confusion, the pain. In the synergy between its scent and yours, you know without a doubt, this was the great being who instructed you as the voice. This was one of your creators. Oh. I was right. Its rhythm is now silenced, its songs forever stilled. Already tiny spirits... JK, you are so insensitive! No! No! Our mom is dead! Have you no respect for mother? Already, tiny spirits of decay infest its vast body, feeding off of it, reducing it to void. Something is clawing at you from within, straining at your heartbone and flooding your mind. Fear and rage and shuddering nausea overtake you one after another, growing and writhing within. You feel yourself instinctively belch fire seed into the back of your throat, only managing to swallow it again, denying the chance to explode into a searing flame to consume the things which now sing and dance near the ruins of the one who created you. The things. What are they? There's something wrong with them. Something very, very wrong. They seem to have more than one skin, some of them belonging to other animals. The brightness of their body heat is darkened by the cold, dead hides they cover themselves with. There is something strange about their oily scent, something familiar, but alongside that, something completely other, like no true animal. They clutch strange things in their forepaws, which you cannot identify, though they reek of the blood of trees, but most horrifyingly, they have no tails. They are tailless. You are split inside, the air within you screaming to run away as fast as you can from this place, and the fire within you urging to destroy these no-tails. Decide quickly. Destroy the no-tails, flee from this place of destruction, try to keep silent and draw closer. So, obviously, this is dangerous. We've already been shown hubris. We have fallen, and, we are not all powerful. I don't think It's definitely not smart to come forward, so I think we have to flee. You flow rapidly through the underbrush, scrambling over rotting tree corpses and crashing through shrubs until there's no trace of either scent or sound of the no-tails. They seem to possess some kind of terrible magic which allows them to cause harm even from far away. Again, this seems wrong beyond all possible definition of the word. Is not all order in the world dependent on the simple fairness of having to destroy your enemies with your own body? Perhaps the bizarre things are beyond your ability to deal with as a hatchling. You resolve to grow stronger so that you can bring destruction to them in all their misshapen kind. Avoid the no-tails at all costs, keeping safely away, or attempt to learn and imitate their strange magic. Ooh. I think we should attempt to learn and imitate their strange magics. You will need to take some dangerous chances, but perhaps you can learn their way. You try standing on your hind legs as they do, but though it briefly frees your forepaws, that proves to be an unstable position for you. The thought of covering your beautiful body with the skins of other animals seems wrong. Perhaps there is power there, though. There's too much to think about. You lack information, and your core is empty and needs to be filled. For now, you must turn to other things, but perhaps there will be other opportunities to learn about the no-tails. Ooh. We have gained some from all elements. Okay. I think we'll learn some no matter what. I don't know if there's like a different amount of each, but you feel something small striking your armor. You turn to see what it is and find nothing. But then it happens again. And again, it is not painful, but it is annoying. Mosquitoes! Eventually you realize that this must be rain, the sacred water of the sky, which sometimes falls to bless the Great Mother, of which you were told while still in the chamber. Okay, it's raining. It's raining. It's raining. Soon rain is falling everywhere, tumbling and vaulting off of leaves and sliding merrily down the grass. It makes it hard to smell and taste the air, and perturbs you as it splatters against your armor. You find shelter in what used to be the den of a family of fur beasts. Their scent lingers only on the edge of your consciousness, and they must have been gone for many suns, or even moons. You dig it slightly deeper and broader with your claws, then settle in, watching rain's downward dive. Yeah, rain. Like, when I read you dig it slightly, I was just thinking, like, oh, yeah, I dig it. I dig the rain. Our dragon, unfortunately, doesn't know slang yet. Yes, this should suffice for now. Surely grander layers await you in the future, but you feel comfortable and safe in Earth's body. At last you have a moment to think. You pause, considering your situation. Oh, I can click on these to do different things. Ooh. A moment of reflection will make your current feelings and thoughts clear. Awareness of one's own state of being is key to survival in this harsh and beautiful world. This September is a fucking rain month. Not here. Not here. It has not rained much at all. Let's see. No trace of the no-tails can be smelled near your den. Explore the valley, find treasures, and seek the entrance to the Great Green. Your body is in fine condition, your abilities are unaffected by any wounds, you are hungry, your core sings a growling song of emptiness, occasionally to remind you of your duty as a destroyer of all life. Not once you left any building, you were not showered by rain. Damn. That is unfortunate. Honestly, well, I like the visual appeal of rain. I do not like being in the rain. That is one thing I can say for certain. I do not like being in the rain. Like, if I want to be wet like that, I'm going to go take a shower, and it's going to be warm, and it's going to be nice. What is this? What is this? What is this? What do these symbols mean? Okay, what does this mean? That's our settings menu. Okay. What's this? Unclear. See, not one day of being outside, you were not wetted, at least. Yes, you might as well be poetic while we're under these circumstances. You may also draw your thoughts toward any treasures or artifacts you have found. Oh, so that's what this button is. I currently have no treasure. There is little there now, but if you survive and are bold yet wise, you will gather many. Perhaps some will even have strange and wondrous powers. Okay. Discover shiny things! As we know, I, for one, love shinies, so that just means that this is the perfect game for me. Here you can recall the many denizens of the Great Green you will meet. Ooh. As you explore, hunt, and survive, your knowledge of each of the many tribes and many peoples of good beasts will grow, and their secrets will be revealed to you. Tree Tail. Way of these good beasts is not known to you. Dark Sweet, Prickleback, Lesser Stinkstrike, Lumberkin, Long Ear, Tail Beast, Deathbite Tail Beast, Shimmerling, Lesser Sideclaw, Rainscale, Shell Beast. There's so many. We know a little bit about the White-Blacks. This is the White-Black, known for being both clever and annoying in equal measure. Like their close relations, the Blackburns, their intelligence is beyond question. Few, if any, beings so small can boast such dense and inventive minds. However, their cleverness is sometimes so extreme that it becomes stupidity. They are quite mercenary, sometimes ripping pieces off much larger beasts to eat and leaving them bleeding, but also very proud. Quite convinced of their own superiority. Okay, so this is a corvid of some kind. I imagine, yeah, these are crows. These are a different kind of corvid. A magpie, maybe? That would be on brand. And if you wish to leave the waking dream of this life and return to your other reality or change certain aspects of this one, you can find such thoughts here. Your progress will be automatically saved and remembered, so do not fear the void. What a way to introduce, like, hey, this is a game. You can leave this reality if you want to. You hold it in your talons. Your relationship with the Great Four, the elements which make up reality, will be your key to survival. At any time you may draw your thoughts toward the elements to more clearly comprehend their gifts. Each element bears a sigil which will grow and change as you gather more of the innate truths of the world to yourself, and each governs a different aspect of your abilities. Okay, so we can learn more about them. Maybe. The fire element governs your physical strength and ferocity, as well as the power of your fiery breath. The water element governs your perception, empathy, flexibility, and stealth. The earth element governs endurance, health, and fortitude. The more you understand and imitate this element, the more patient and difficult to destroy you will become. The air element governs quickness and intellect. Agility of both body and mind belong to this sphere. As you grow in understanding and experience, your degree of enlightenment within the four elements will increase. Okay, so we don't have, like, a bar so much as the symbol will change, I think is what it's trying to say. Each degree brings gifts. By recalling each specific element, you can remember which gifts you have earned and what temporary factors, such as injuries, may be affecting it. Earning gifts is not affected by temporary effects, and only when your natural level of enlightenment is high enough will you gain new abilities. Already your actions and decisions have strengthened your connections and granted you certain advantages, such as... You've achieved the first grade of mastery in the fire element! You may now use Power Strike, a physical attack which deals heavy okay. Second grade. Mastered your fiery breath is that you may now execute a fire flash. Okay. It may briefly blind your opponent. Ooh. And from water. The first grade of water mastery. Flowing Strike, a water technique that deals light physical damage. Okay. So we only leveled up in water once. It looks like we have 2 in fire. First grade mastery in the earth element. Now brace in combat. Does not harm your opponent but greatly reduces incoming damage. Okay. Alright, so we're actually strongest in fire. First grade of mastery in the air element. You now use Swift Strike. Okay. Gotcha. At least we have a level in everything. Okay. There are many ways to increase these masteries, such as learning secrets, observing nature, and imitating the qualities of the elements. By making choices and discovering new things, you will grow in your understanding of the elements of reality. Remember that failure is a far better teacher than success. Mistakes and losses bring with them the best lessons. If you lose a challenge, you may suffer in short term, but your elemental abilities are likely to increase. Certain treasures and gifts may also affect your elemental affinities. Basically, the more you explore, the more powerful you get, yada yada yada. Okay. This cozy nook is a good place to rest. If your body has been damaged, it will slowly mend on its own, but spending a sun resting here will greatly increase the speed at which you recover. A few scratches will not hinder you, but any significant wound will impact your ability to hunt, to fight, and to even think clearly. Okay. So we're not too injured yet. We did suffer a little bit from the fall, but we're okay. We're okay. The rain has passed and the great above has cleared, but the world is darkening. Night must be approaching. You slip out of your den to investigate. Okay, we need to hunt. We need food, and oh my gosh, that's beautiful. You emerge in time to see your first sun ending. As he dies in scarlet glory, new, smaller illuminations are born in the opposite corner of the sky. By the time the sun has gone completely, they dominate the great above. A parade of holy light marching in a slow circle dance. You were taught of the stars while still in the chamber, but seeing them with your own eyes is a true wonder. Each of the stars has a color and brightness not quite like any other. Some are red as the body of fire, some green as the grasses of earth, some blue as the depths of water, and some white as the clouds of air. Some stand quietly, firm in their color, and some sparkle and flash, shimmering gaily. Even in the great above, the four sacred elements hold their being. A cool wind blows over you, ruffling your feathers. Inspiration is striking. You feel compelled to let your voice ring out in song. What shall you sing? A hymn to fire, air, water, earth? A lesser hymn to all of them? Let the stars keep singing. Ooh. Do we forge a bond with another element? Or do we let them keep singing? This is a treasure in and of itself. Even if it doesn't give me a treasure for this, the sky is a treasure. You hear the voice of air in the treetops, smell the water flowing in the nearby river, see Earth's dignity in the mountains which guard the valley, and feel the noble fire burning within you. What need have you for words? You are the hatchling of all of them, your every breath and every tiny motion a testament of their power. You are of the few who understand, and who hear, and who know. This can become power, but the path is far and high. You fall asleep in your lair, continuing your thoughts in your dreams. Okay, we gained some mastery. Okay. I imagine it's not as much as if we actually sang, but this is gonna like affect something later on. The sky will remember this moment. Your first sun is at its end. It was more than you could have imagined, even with your creator's instruction. Sleeping in your lair is almost like being back in the chamber. But now you know too much. Your mind wanders from thought to thought, seeking to guide itself. Your hopes and fears toss you back and forth, scraping you uncomfortably between what was and what might have been. You see your creator laying silent before the no-tails, their chattering, screeching voices barking something incomprehensible as the red kin essence spreads along the ground. The white-back mocks you as you look on. The white-black mocks you as you look on. You feel the dread 1-2 stomping of the tailless near you, upon you, over you. You slide underneath the mountains to hide from them, but there are tailless everywhere, smaller and stone-skinned underground, tall and willowy in the woods, coarse and shouting in the flatlands. It is not your precious essence they seek to shed. However, they are roaring for the flesh of something else, something older and more powerful than even a great kin. You wake briefly, and your second sleep is far less troubled. And the sun rises! Okay. So that's how we know how much time passes. Gotcha. A new sun dawns, climbing laboriously over the mountains. Today you must emerge and seek your destiny. As you do, you may encounter many new things. You have not yet used your body to hunt and fight, nor have you ventured far from this makeshift den. Do you wish to learn of these things in depth, or do you wish to dive headlong into your destiny without such lessons? Wish to learn how to fight and explore? This will begin the tutorial, which will teach you the ways of survival. My instructions in the chamber was excellent. I need no lessons. We're gonna get a hunting tutorial. The water which fell from the sky prevented you from fulfilling your mission of destruction, and your core cries out for flesh. Perhaps a hunt would be wise. It is, however, also tempting to explore more of this beautiful world in which you find yourself. Exploring your territory will reveal new opportunities, challenges, treasures, hunting grounds, and more. How will you spend this, your second son? We need to hunt first. We need to hunt first, JK with the first. Congratulations, you finally got the first. Twitch is cruel. Twitch is cruel to you, JK. So I'm gonna hunt in your honor. And for my own, amusements and whatnot. The wood just outside your den seemed replete with the presence of lesser good beasts. It should not take long to find one. It was available for a while now. Oh. Well, you just so happened to redeem the first at a pretty good moment there. Don't know if that was coincidence or intentional, but well done. Yes, this is one of the small furry beasts whose scent calls to you. The kin call it a tree tail, in honor of its close relationship with trees and its luxurious expressive tail. It is small, but it will do. A squirrel! Understanding the music of your partner in the dance is vital. Begin by examining it more closely. Any good beast such as you can easily sense how much fire there is in the essence of another. Fire influences physical might, and how dangerous an opponent will be in the dance of destruction, which some call combat. If they are strong in this element, beware, you may catch them, only to find that they are quite capable of destroying you instead. As you can see, this is not a great concern when it comes to tree tails, as the gem is empty and not even a small part of the sigil is shown. This is your opponent's water. The more complex the water sigil, the keener the prey senses, the more difficult they will be to approach without discovery. The earth represents health and resilience. Being strong in this element will not easily surrender its essence. A great effort will surely be required to bring something great in earth to destruction. Beings with high earth also possess a strong will, blah blah blah, so to attempt to harm one will fail unless the attacking element is even higher. Once again, tree tails compared to other larger prey are not very difficult. Okay, okay, so we need to be good in earth in order to take down more powerful things. So we should definitely try to invest in some patience, so that way we can take down bigger things. Gotcha. This is your opponent's air affinity. Note that it seems to have a little mastery in it, indicating it's slightly quick. Compare this with your own air ability to see how difficult it would be to chase. We are pretty evenly matched in the chase department. Prey with high air affinity may be all but impossible to chase down and must be defeated by other means. Although you can sense how roughly attuned each element with a being may be and where the strikes lie, only by testing your abilities directly against them can you be sure of their skills. Okay, so they might be even better at this. We don't know. Be aware that many beings possess special abilities which allow them to survive upon Earth. Tree tails, for example, have the ability to climb, and so attempts to pursue them from far away will automatically fail. They will be able to reach a tree and scurry to safety. Only attempt to chase them after approaching as near as you can. A good way to begin a hunt is by stalking your prey, silently attempting to draw close as you can without being noticed. The water element, which governs the senses, is your greatest asset here. The more powerful your connection to that element, the more silently you can move. Size also plays a role in stalking. If you are larger than your prey, you will be at a disadvantage, and if smaller, at an advantage. Okay. Your prey has surely developed keen senses of its own in order to avoid detection by predators such as you. To successfully close the distance, but your water mastery must be greater than tree tails. This one smells old and weak, ripe for consumption. It's time to put your skill to the test. Ah, yes. You are now much closer. Close enough to smell its fur, its personal scent, even its nut-tinged breath. Please don't say nut-tinged breath. Charging at it now is quite tempting, but you also find yourself fascinated as you watch it forage for food. It moves in a peculiar way, not quite like that of any other good beast, and observing it may help you learn something. Yes, already you are learning. Nature is an excellent teacher. If you hunt and observe your prey enough, you may gain a glimpse of their deeper truth, and in finding it, incorporating it into your own way and become stronger. But you have sensed enough. You hunger for its tender flesh and thirst for its crimson essence. If you strike now, you might succeed in the chase, but perhaps you should draw even closer. So near now. Your prey is still completely ignorant of the shadow of destruction which falls upon it. If you strike at it with all your speed and strength, it will not stand a chance. But wait for the two circles to become one, then act quickly. Did I get it? The hapless tree tail barely even has time to realize that you are there before you crunch its small bones in your jaws, tasting its perfect essence as you crush it several times and finally swallow it. Its flesh and its spirit will now become part of your own, granting you precious energy. You feel pride in your own skill and gratitude to the tree tail in equal measure. This is right. This is the way of all things. You've gained some energy. That was not a lot of energy. Another one. Your core urges you on. You must have more if you are to grow great. The last one was old and weak. Its senses dull. Not this one, however. Destroying it will be more of a challenge. A chase at this range against an animal which can climb trees is hopeless. Draw nearer. You manage to draw nearer, but although you remain hidden in the tall grass, your prey has heard rumor of your approach from a rather noisy twig you stepped on. It is now suspicious of you. All is not lost, however. Perhaps if you remain still and observe, there's a chance the tree tail will lower its guard. You've waited a few precious moments, but the tree tail still suspects that danger may be near. When you wait and observe an opponent whose suspicion has been aroused, there's a chance it will return to its way each time, but it's not guaranteed. Each individual animal is different, and fortune plays a role. You wait just a little longer. Yes, there. It seems satisfied it's not in danger and has lowered its guard again. Any movement from you out was suspicious, surely would have caused it to flee. Waiting silently when your prey becomes suspicious may cause it to relax in time, but beware, each moment that passes brings your scent closer to it on the winds. And once it smells you, it will surely try to escape. You must stalk your prey quietly, yet quickly, before your scent is caught. Just as in Inscription, squirrels suffer first and the most. True! True! Very true! Oh, this game is just Inscription the whole time. Who knew? This tree tail's senses are obviously keener than the last. If drawing this close made it suspicious, trying to draw even closer will surely alert it. If your prey begins the chase, you will be at a disadvantage, so you must now seize the initiative and attack. The surprise should give you a few precious instants that you need. Alright. Leshy was the storyteller all along. I am not going to do the Leshy voice for this. I am not going to do that. Strike! It notices you and flees! Chase after it! Whoa. Click the tree tail repeatedly. Swipe right to follow. Make a slash quickly. Okay. That's a little weird. That's a little weird. As you feel the luscious body of yet another tree tail move slowly down your craw, the joy of pure, wholesome destruction again sets in. This is the dance of destruction, the fight for survival which all beings dance with each other, and it is good, it is as it should and must be. Gain some energy. Hell yeah! You no longer ache for sustenance, your core mostly quieted. There is, however, room for one more. You may hunt up to 3 times per sun in an abundant hunting ground. Fewer prey exist in middling or sparse. The sun and earth have blessed you. You have discovered a wounded member of the delicious long-ear tribe. Normally you would have to stalk and pursue it, which is no mean feat, as long ears have swift feet and keen senses. This one, however, is sporting a broken leg. It senses you, but cannot flee. Let combat, the true dance of destruction, begin. Okay. The true dance of destruction. Though your foe is not the most powerful of beasts, you cannot help but shiver a little. Both of you are wagering life, the most precious of treasures, against the skill of another. Like most aspects of life, fighting is ruled by the elements, and those of your opponent. Ooh, yeah, this one is stronger, but it is wounded. Okay, element of fire is the two elements which rule over combat. As the element of strength and power, all physical damage is based on fire. This particular Long-Ear is much weaker than most of its kind due to its broken limb. Do not expect Long-Ears to be this feeble in the future. Okay. Gotcha. The other element which is crucial to the Dance of Destruction is Earth. As the element of fortitude and endurance, Earth dictates how much damage a creature can endure. All actions taken in combat are associated with a particular element. A simple biting attack is of the Earth element, while your burning breath is, of course, fire. Naturally. When you select an action, your opponent does as well, and then both of them clash together. Certain elements have advantages over others. Water is strong against fire. Fire rules against air, and air defeats water. Earth has neither advantage nor disadvantage against the others. Okay, so we have a type circle and then one who stands alone. Each good beast has a way which gives it certain options and a set pattern of attack. Long-Ears, for example, will always use a repeating earth, water, air pattern. You do not know where in the sequence will begin, but once you're familiar with an animal's attack pattern, you should quickly be able to tell its next move and, in turn, fight to your advantage. Let's begin with a simple bite. Being the neutral earth element is a relatively safe choice. Okay. Bite. Ah, the clash. Both of you have been affected. Although you have but a tiny scratch, the Long-Ear is more seriously hurt. Your opponent is battered and worse for wear. Your attacks are having an effect. As creatures, including you, are wounded, their air, water, and fire abilities will decrease, though Earth always stands unchanged. Since it used an air attack, Long-Ears always use Earth, Water, Air. We know its next move will be in Earth. Nothing is strong or weak against Earth, so any attack will do now. Let's do a Swift Strike, an air attack which affects your opponent before you are affected by its attack. Okay, so this is Quick Attack. Let's see. The air grows richer with fear and despair. Your enemy is now injured. Good. Additional effects like Swift Strike's preemptive damage will always occur if you win the elemental clash. On a tie, they take effect if the element in question is higher than the opponent's Earth, and they never occur on a lost clash. Okay, so if they attack me with fire, if they attack air with fire, then I'm not gonna strike first. Gotcha. The opponent's next attack will use the element of water. Because air is strong against water, let's use Swift Strike again. Okay. The redolent essence of the Long-Ear dances on your tongue. It is crippled and stands in the very shadow of destruction. Victory. You gained additional damage and triggered a special effect by using air against water. The Long-Ear is now badly hurt, and the next attack will be of air. It's time to finish this. Breathing fire will bypass most armor but costs energy to use. Unlike most simple strikes, it is time. But what if I don't want to use Burning Breath? Okay. Ah, delicious indeed. Future meals will rarely be so easy, however. The gems have changed color! Injured? Good. Indeed. We want them to be injured and be destroyed. Be sure to use stalking to observe and get as close as you can. Pursue your play swiftly and fight wisely. The Great Four, water, air, earth, and fire, shall be your guides. Beware, however, the good beasts of field and woodland are not the only beings in this world. Some have strange gifts, and others, such as the No-Tails, may use their bizarre minds to break the rules of the dance. You've gained some energy. Hell yeah! We're now about halfway full on energy. And we can use our next day to explore! Okay, that's not the time of day. That's like something's gonna happen when that runs out. I'm a little scared. Alright. Let's go ahead and teach me how to explore. Let's go. This is the area you have already explored. Looks like we've got some tree things. We got squirrels here. This is your lair. You can always find your way back there. Gotcha. This is where you found the tailless slain kin. There's nothing there now, and returning would be pointless, so it is darkened and inert. Still, you will carry the place where it happened in your memory. Okay, so ones that are gray have nothing. A colored sigil marks an area where you can spend hunting if you wish. It indicates what prey you can most easily find there. But beware, too much hunting in one place will drive away the residents. A green sigil indicates a healthy and plentiful hunting ground, while red means the area is mostly empty, with yellow in between. Hunting grounds recover with time, but once completely depleted, they remain fallow and dead. A wise predator hunts in diverse locations, allowing local good beasts to recover, otherwise the prey will leave and the valley become a flesh-barren wasteland. It is through the act of exploration that new locations, encounters, and hunting grounds may be found. You may only explore an area which is near another area you've already explored. Naturally. Exploring a new area takes all sun, but at least one new point of interest will always be discovered, and often more. Go and do not be afraid. Encountering new things is a basis of strength. Okay, it wants me to explore this one. Ooh. Igloo! Okay, long ear and 2 other things. Go and do not be afraid. Encountering new things is the basis of strength. You have uncovered a beautiful meadow. There the grasses grow high, sheltering all manner of good beast. White sigils mark the places you have found an interesting scent. These unique locations may harbor treasures, special encounters, or unknown dangers. This scent is especially powerful and has a familiar tang which strongly piques your interest. On another sun, when you are well fed and rested, you should certainly investigate. It may bring a weal or woe, but so long as you survive, you will grow, both within and without. Okay, so that took the whole day. Okay, I wonder what this means. We don't have a ton of time, so there's a next phase to the story. As the new sun rises, you might feel well pleased with your accomplishments. You've explored your surroundings and successfully fulfilled your purpose of destruction. Your core no longer aches, and you can turn to other pursuits. There is one matter which refuses to leave your mind. When you explored the Wormwood Meadow, there was a scent you simply could not ignore. Could it be some new kind of prey, or perhaps a treasure? You set out to discover a new truth. Okay, I'm not affected by any wounds. Cool. Cool. And I'm also a little hungry, but we need to discover a new truth. Oh. Your exploration to the Wormwood Meadow and the strange scent takes you into a vast region of rising hills, lightly furred with brown heather and scaled with gray boulders. Air dances more freely here than among the trees, and many tiny beings flit to and fro. You have been exploring for less than half a sun when the chirping songs of beings hidden in the grass suddenly stop and a massive shadow falls over you. Something huge and winged circles above. An adult kin. Suddenly it all becomes clear. The scent you found was the border mark of an elder of your people, and you have thoughtlessly invaded its territory. Before you can meaningfully react, it is before you, landing surprisingly gracefully and quietly across your path. It is vast and beautiful. It is huge! We are like, it's fucking huge! We are tiny! Look at its symbol! Ooh. Like a great nation unto itself, but blue, with accents like the storm-gray rocks of the hills. Its scales bear the near 100,000 marks of the lovely brutality of kin life, and yet its essence shines healthily and bright from its melted gold eyes, the midnight slit of its pupil eyeing you surprisingly calmly. I mean, yeah, because, it knows it could eat me immediately. One of its teeth, you notice, is jet black. In your mind, you label this kin Darktooth. Okay. When it sings to you, you are shocked by the lucidity of color in its thought images, as well as the clear, sharp lines with which it divides its ideas. It is by far the loveliest song you have ever heard, more beautiful by far than the voice you heard while still in the chamber. It sings more beautifully than Mother? Impossible! Oh, interloper, small and barely begun, sing to this elder kin of your future. Shall you perish here for your crime of violating the territory of a greater being? Or will you live beyond the fall of this sun? Sing a song of defiance. You will live, you will sing, for you will defeat the Darktooth challenger. Song of repentance. Whether you live or die is not yours to choose now, but the choice of a greater being whom you have angered by your unknowing intrusion. or attempt to distract Darktooth and make your escape. This is going to end badly. It's not mine to choose. After hearing your song and watching your low-headed dance of submission, Darktooth's tail settles into a less threatening position. Humility is the beginning of wisdom. You may perhaps taste the morning sun's rays again. Ooh. Oh, look, did you see? It changed. Ooh. We're a little bit better now at water and air. Earth, we still need to improve a little bit, but we're at level 2 in on almost all of them now. As you lay there, flattened in submission, images begin to enter your mind. A sequential song of images and concepts, and it dawns on you that you are being instructed. A new mentor figure! Darktooth is teaching you many things. The song of Annunciation, in which you declare your presence in another kin's territory and request audience. The song of Welcome, the song of Challenge, and many other songs which unfold from the first. Dances which communicate more complex emotions and intentions than the ones you already know. Dances of respect, of warning, of curiosity, of uncertainty. Oh. Thank you for teaching me about Drax society. I kind of need this. Now barely begun. What is my intention? Do I intend to destroy you and consume your young, tender flesh? Speak of my hidden mind. Great One, you intend to destroy me. I sing a song of pleading. Do not silence the rhythm within me. Great One, you intend to allow me to survive this song, and I sing a song of thanksgiving for your mercy. It's not Thanksgiving yet! It's not Thanksgiving, not even in Canada! Great One, I cannot know your masked vine, and I will not presume to do so. I will not presume to do so. Your humility is fitting, but it is for naught. Open your mind and your senses to what I have done. Would I instruct a being which I was to destroy? Instruction is for those who still live to use it. Time is precious to all. Learn to listen, not only to hear. Okay, gotcha. Darktooth extends its long neck toward you, bringing its vast stone-blue head so close you can feel the wind of its breath. You cannot help but tremble, but resist the urge to strike or flee. The Elderkin sticks its tongue out, tasting the air around you, taking a moment to savor your scent. Its tail curls slowly as it settles back into the heather, its head turned to the side, looking away from you, as though it is singing to itself. As one sun sets, another rises. It is now but a spark, tiniest of flames to survive. You must learn the great contradiction. To every virtue there is an opposite, which must be equally embraced. It must be bold yet cautious, proud yet humble, quick yet slow, fierce yet gentle. It must learn to spread itself between many truths. The lair it inhabits lies within the land of the tailless ones, the broken custodians. If it would build a land on its own, its destiny lies coldward in the great green. It may survive in this valley for a short time, but it must leave before 2 moons have passed. Okay, so that's what the timer is about. We need to move quickly before we are destroyed by humans. If it does not, it shall be destroyed. I sing this to myself for my own amusement. Payment is not required. The Elder's tail thumps once on the ground, gently for one of its size, but you still feel the tremor. Ask for the help against the tailless, impress the Elder with your great knowledge of the world, request permission to leave Darktooth's presence, or remain silent. Ooh. What knowledge do we have of the world? What have we learned about the Tree Tails? They befriended trees in ages past, and the friendship has been fruitful indeed. We'll click on the ground, Tree Tails, blow up and down tree trunks, and dance on branches, blah 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 blah. Okay, we don't know your attack pattern. We technically know this attack pattern, but, it won't tell it to us, I think. Huh. Okay, what should we do here? I don't know if we should ask for help, or, impress the Elder with your great knowledge. You attempt to communicate to Darktooth that you are a seeker of knowledge, and have learned much even in so few suns of life outside the chamber. You sing of taunting white blacks, and the seeing of a mighty kin, one of your own creators destroyed by the Tailless. You sing of the stars and the mountains and the stream outside your temporary lair. Darktooth begins to draw in breath more and more, its vast feathered chest swelling outward. For a moment you stare destruction in the face, certain you are about to be obliterated by its breath weapon for your insolence. However, instead of spewing forth destruction, Darktooth's huge muzzle parts in an enormous yawn. Nothing its son. Its complete and utter indifference to what you have stated communicates your own foolishness in attempting to impress such an ancient being more loudly than any song. The elder rises slowly onto its vast haunches and spreads its hill-covering wings. On a new sun, once again we shall stand on this plain, the newly begun and the elder. And you shall grow stronger. Do not return empty-mouthed. Nothing shall be given for nothing, and something for something. It bounds forward, striding over your submissive form as though it were nothing but a tiny shrub, gathering more momentum, and then, spreading its wings, it is borne aloft. It turns a wide circle in the air, flying over you. That which is above is like that which is below, it intones directly in your mind as it soars higher. All beginnings are endings, and all endings beginnings. Remember. It disappears from view over the warm wood mountains. You remove yourself from the edge of its territory as swiftly as you can, and wonder whether you will have the courage to return to this place again. So it wants me to come back when I have knowledge to give. So I need to find something important. Maybe I can learn something about the Tailless. Achieve a second grade of mastery in water! Learn to flow like water between branches and small claw holds, allowing you to climb trees! I can climb trees! Maybe treasure. True. Art of wind reading. When you begin a hunt, you'll be informed of how long you have before the prey catches your scent. Very good. Very, very good. A new sun has risen, and the choice of how to spend it is yours. You only have a short time to discover the wonders of this valley. To survive, learn and grow before the No-Tails discover your presence and come for you. From now on, you shall be your own guide. Remember what you have learned. Hunt when you're hungry, rest when you're injured, and make good use of the body and mind you have to discover the secrets of Heartbone Valley. A few dozen suns if Darktooth is correct, and then you must leave this temporary den for the emerald reaches of the Great Green, that vast unclaimed empire of trees which lies coldward from here. Your destiny is now in your jaws. The world is yours to discover, as it is for all life. So it is, was, and shall be. Alright. So, tutorial over. Yeah. I think we can go explore one more day before we have to hunt. So, I think we should go here and see what this is. Would you like to investigate this area? Yes, I want to see what it is. The shallow section of one of the two streams which divide Heartbone Valley into its namesake shape is full of stones which have been smoothed and polished over many turnings by the water's tender affections. Most are too dull and common to be of any real interest, but very few of them are quite beautiful. You could spend a sun or three here searching for worthy baubles to add to your trove. You will, of course, find fewer and fewer with each new search, as the high-quality stones grow harder and harder to find. Will you spend the sun searching for rare stones among their thousand common brethren? Yes. The task threatens to become tedious, but the occasional rare discovery, paired with the water's trickling song, keeps you interested enough to find 7 stones worthy of becoming part of your collection. Perhaps you might return another sun for more, but the bounty will probably be reduced. We have rocks! Rocks and stones to add to our hoard! Okay, next we should hunt. Gain sustenance. We can actually see the rocks! Look, that's our hoard! Shiny things! These are minor baubles and shiny objects you have earned. You currently have 7. Yes! Yes, look at my shiny things. Yes, they are good. Yes. If you do not silence another living being, okay, we are very hungry. We are very hungry. Let's go hunting. Shinies! Shinies! Okay. Let's hunt the squirrel. Yes, I would like to hunt here. There are several scents on the air. One familiar to this place, but a few others. Which will you follow? Let's start with the familiar scent of the tree tail. You've caught the scent of a tree tail in the breeze. It seems completely oblivious to your presence. While not immediately in front of you, it is not far either. Will you strike now, or... The wind is neutral and will not affect this hunt. Silently draw nearer. Makes no sign of acknowledgement. It seems not to know you are here. It is less than a body's length away from you. So very, very close. Strike! Oh no! You missed your moment, but you are still close enough to destroy it. Begin the dance of destruction. Oh no! I was too soon. Okay. Combat. Okay, let's use an earth ability. We have bite and we have brace. Brace doesn't do damage, so we're gonna bite. It deals light damage. Oh! All we needed to do was go... I didn't see what kind of attack it did, unfortunately, but that's fine. Nuts and seeds build pleasantly salty flesh. A tiny but tasty morsel. Yay! Some energy! Was air? Okay, was air. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Let's take a look at a small fur beast with a very pungent odor. A skunk? No, it's a weasel. Your keen senses have revealed the presence of a lesser stink strike here. It is, as of yet, ignorant of you. A great distance still remains to close before you are near it. The wind is not in your favor and carries your scent directly to your prey. You must move quickly if you wish to sneak up on it. Silently draw nearer. It is of yet ignorant of you. It is not very far away. If you dashed at it now, it would be only several heartbeats. It's not cautious yet, so if I go... Its paws is actively scanning its surroundings. So you're near, you could reach out and touch it with your talons. It is stronger in earth. This is bad. We are evenly matched, pretty much. But it notices you and readies itself for battle. I gotta try. I gotta make some mistakes. Okay, the Dance of Destruction. We're gonna start with Bite. Okay, it deals moderate damage to you. Your opponent is battered. You are battered. Your wounds are beginning to slow you down. Okay, okay. That's rough, buddy. We can use energy to use fire, but we don't know what it's gonna do next. You know, I gotta try. Burning Breath. Oh. Ooh. Actually, no, we had an advantage there. It attacks earth and then air. Okay. Your enemy is now injured. Okay. I think we need to finish it off. Let's just do a neutral bite. Yeah! Woo! Though freshly destroyed, the flesh of Stink Strike is almost rancid, pickled in its distinctive fiery essence. Still, you do feel nourished. You gain some energy. Okay, we need to go and rest now. Actually, you know, we can at least take a look at something, though. Small fur beast smelling of earth. The taste of prickleback essence is upon the air. It seems completely oblivious to your presence. Its body and yours are nowhere near each other. The wind is neutral and will not affect this hunt. Okay. I want to silently draw closer. Sense something in the mist. It's not very far away. I want to observe it. Its paws is actively scanning its surroundings. It's still possible to draw closer to it, but at this range, you can make out its markings. Observe it. You begin to taste fear. The betrayer and empowerer are radiating from it. It's not very far away. I want to keep observing it. Its scent is still free from the pungent smell of fear, or even alertness. While not immediately in front of you, it's not far away either. I don't want to actually fight it. I just want to keep observing it. It makes no sign of acknowledgement. It does not seem to know you're here. Can I just keep doing it? Keep observing? Notices you and readies itself for battle. Nope. I don't want to actually fight it. I'm injured. Okay. Signaling the end of this hunt. You've learned more about the way of the pricklebacks. Yeah, because it's very important to learn more. Very important to learn more. Especially when you're gonna eventually hunt hedgehogs, which are very prickly. Okay, so we're still injured, right? Your body's in a battered state. Until you recover, your capabilities will be slightly diminished. Okay. Let's actually look at a new area, right? Because that's not going to be hindered too much by us, I think. I'd like to see what's over here. Ooh. Following the coldward bank of the running water, you pass through lush meadows and tall green grasses brimming with tiny beings. Where the two rivers become one, a deep pool calls for further exploration. You have heard of swimming, yet have not tried it. Perhaps it is time. Okay. Is it raining? No, it's not. I think our health is good. Nope. We're still slightly diminished. That's fine. We can go hunting again tomorrow, probably. What is this? There is a water thing here, but while we're kind of battered, I guess, probably not a good look. I want to investigate this area. Fireflies! Crawling outside your den in the cool of evening to relieve yourself. You bear witness to 1,000 diminutive miracles. They are a kind of tiny being, one of the many little armored tribes who live in the undergrowth beneath the notice of mightier beasts such as yourself. But these are special. They light up the closing dusk with a beautiful light beaming from their very bodies. Their spirits burn with such fervor that you can see their glowing souls even with your eyes. Holding themselves in midair as steadily as they can, each beams forth its own radiance in a verdant symphony. Alone, each is a wonder, but together their great dance of light sings forth a great music. Just on the edge of perception. We are the light which shines in darkness. We are the moon and sun and stars. We have found the light within us and share it with all, without shame, without thought. We are the first guides of those who are lost. Seek the light within you, the hidden sun, and follow, follow. Dance, shine, to drive back the darkness. Follow the light which shall bring the dawn. We are the messengers of the great above, come to remind you of your true self. You are the light, a spark passed on by those who came before, that nothingness should be made a lie, that truth be forever translated into new and wondrous languages of flesh. One of the living flames drifts near you, blinking questioningly. How do you react? Capture several of their kind and bring them back to your lair. Or consume it, ignore it. Ooh. Add your light to theirs with a puff of flame. Your inner fire bursts outward briefly, dwarfing their green flickers. For several moments afterward, it seems to you that their dances and lights intensify. Was it fear of your flame, or were they, in their small way, celebrating your own gift of light? Perhaps it does not matter. Then again, perhaps it does. Ooh. Wait, did I just go down in water? No, I'm injured. My water is not as great right now. Good thing I didn't go swimming. Okay. I think we're fine. Yeah, our body is in fine condition. We should do some more hunting. Oh, this is our fool card. We need to do more, you know? We need to keep doing more. Oh no, it's yellow. They don't like I've been hunting there, so I'm gonna have to hunt here instead. I need to hunt rabbits, which are a little bit tougher to kill. There are several scents in the air. One familiar to this place, but a few others. Small fur beasts with a predatory scent. Bizarre mixture of scents. Domesticated by the caustic no-tail, dominated by caustic no-tail smell. Oh no, that's a farm. We should hunt rabbits first. Counter a long ear foraging for food, following the way of its people, makes no sign of acknowledgement. It seems not to know you're here, while not immediately in front of you is not far. Okay. We seem to be mostly evenly matched. My strength is a bit greater than it, but otherwise, even. We are evenly matched. Okay. I want to silently draw a little nearer. Oh! It's not ignorant of the fact that danger may be near. Okay. Can I keep still and observe? No, it might run. It might run. I need to strike it. You chase after it! Oh. Okay, okay. Dance of Destruction. So this thing is the one that has earth, water, air, I think. So it's gonna do air next. Okay. Wait, I'm truly injured? Damn! It uses my force against me. Oh! Ooh! Wow. Okay. I think... No, water beats fire. Air beats water. Fire beats air. Flame Lash. What's this one? Power Strike. Burning Breath. Power Strike? Okay. Yikes. In its fragrant flesh, you taste the flowers of spring, the grasses of summer, and the hidden root treasures of the fields. Gain some energy. Unfortunately, we are very hurt. Your body is crippled and agony assaults your mind. The shadow of destruction lies heavy upon you. Rest and heal or face eternal silence. Okay. We need to go home. Luckily, the rabbit was good. It filled us up pretty good. We're gonna retire for the sun. Holy crap. Not good. Not good! Rabbits kick your butt!
I'm in danger!
I know! Who knew that I could just get my butt kicked? Alright, rest may be wise. I think we need to rest and recuperate this day. Like, damn. Okay. I think we're good enough that we could go swimming. And this is recovered now. That's very good. That's very good. Let's take a look at the area. And tomorrow we can go hunting some squirrels. We swim in! Oh. Where the Heartbone Valley creeks meet, they form a river. The waterway looms deeper here, and among the gray-green shadows you see the forms of water-bound prey. This is a realm which you have not yet experienced, but it seems to call to you. Taking a deep breath, you slide under the water. Water, it seems, caresses your body more boldly than air, and you enjoy the sensation rushing over your feathers and scales, hunger slipping from your mind. You are fascinated by the watery essence of the scaly swimmers you meet, though they swim away from you quickly, humbly. Just as you are beginning to master moving in this new landscape, you suddenly stop short. There is something in the water before you. To other beings, it might seem no more than a shimmer, but your Drak eyes open to heat and essence as well as light. It is far more. Your core writhes briefly, excitedly. It's an otter. When you realize you encountered a water spirit, water spirit. A pure avatar of this sacred element. Its mind song prods gently at you, and you open yourself to it. No Drak would be so rude as to deny a messenger of one of the great four, at least in audience. Oh, new begun hatchling of sun and earth, hear now my testing song. I rained down a sunlit slope, singing gently as I went. A great stone rose up before me. What did I do? You're water, so you went around it. Indeed, I went around it, for I am water, and this secret is known to me. Nothing exists around which a way cannot be found. Look always for the curving path, the other way. If one's heart is pure and clear, one can dance around all things, as one finds the flow of the world and obstacles become adventures. Let us play, let us sing together again. The water spirit loops about itself in an expression of joy, dispersing its essence slowly outward until it has become the whole waterway once again. You need to breathe, so you rise to the surface, but before you do, you manage to catch a rain scale, a savory water-bound scale beast, in your jaws. That is 2 satisfying meals you had today, though only one was for your body. Ooh, I ate a fish! Yeah! Let's go! That means I don't have to go hunting today either. Nice! Fish. Fish indeed. A new sun has risen. You have marked it with a claw mark upon the wall of your den. Okay. Oh, you can literally see the little claw marks. That's cool. Oh, that is human territory right there. Oh, boy. You can see all the fields. So let's go up here toward the lake. Let's see. What is up here? Roaming further along the coldward bank of this part of the river brings you to a small lake. Charitable Water's call brings many good beasts to this area, making it an excellent hunting ground for certain types of prey. But there may be other lessons here for a young Drak with an open mind. Okay. Maybe we can't hunt those yet, which is probably for the best. Oh, this is flashing. Tailless hunters have been following your tracks. They are not yet near your den, but you must find a new home in the Great Green before you are discovered. Okay, yeah, we're still injured. We need food soon. I think we can afford to put it off till tomorrow. Oh, good fortune shines upon you this day. Nearby you find the silent form of an infant wood strider. It is unclear what destroyed it. It has no wounds upon its tender, juicy body, but its spirit is gone, its rhythm quieted forever. That sends up alarm bells! With neither chase nor dance of destruction, you have found yourself a tasty meal. What will you do? Examine it more closely. It's somewhat odd that it bears no marks of battle, and though it is a bit scrawny, it did not die of hunger. Your keen senses detect some kind of swarm within it and around it, beings even tinier than the buzzing, armored tiny beings which share the earth with you. You decide to call them very tiny beings, as they cannot be seen at all with the eye, only smelled, and then only vaguely. The discovery causes a kind of disquiet within you, though you do not know why. With neither chase nor dance of destruction, you have found yourself a tasty meal. Did it really die of illness? Or... Did it really die of illness, or did some hunters leave it here to try to lure me here? You know what? We are all here to make mistakes. I'm gonna make a mistake. Apparently, rumors of the delectable nature of Woodstrider flesh were not exaggerated. It is an excellent meal. There's something slightly different about the taste, but overall it was a wonderful experience. I have gained a lot of energy, which is good, but, you know, there's something off. Oh, this is the Heartbone Valley, a land cleft by rivers, which there are 3 and yet 1. It was formerly the territory of one of your creators, but it was slain by the No-Tails, and they will surely destroy you as well if you are found. Explore, hunt to gather treasure, but do not stay too long. When you are satisfied, you must escape to the Great Green, the first forest, the entrance to which lies riseward along the coldward fork of the river. So up this way. So that's where the Great Green is. Okay. I am well fed. Cool. I think this is hunting. Like, I think this is hunting for fish. So, I want to investigate this. I think it seems fitting after we discovered some... Ooh. That is gorgeous! Woodstriders, the crowned, the beloved of the green. Gorgeous. Many are the names for these pure, swift beings who, though large for a fur beast, move with an almost impossible grace. You have heard of them. This is your first encounter with a clan of their kind. All of them bear a spirit crown, which is said to have been given to them by the spirit of the Great Green. Incredibly, one of their crowns is even manifested physically, adorning its head in reality. Powerful music, indeed. The twice-crowned one turns its slender gaze to you, and you feel something stir within your breast. You feel admiration, connection, hunger. I don't feel hunger. I'm not that hungry. But I feel connection. What is this? Somehow you feel the beating of its rhythm, though you are far too far away to do so. You see yourself. Are you seeing through its eyes? The moment hangs, suspended, and then it looks away, leading the clan deeper into the green. You know, though, that there is some connection between yourself and the noble Woodstriders. Could this be a sign? A premonition that your fates are connected in some strange way? Could they be more than just simple prey to you? You've learned more about the way of the Woodstriders. Good! Good! That is very good. Learning more about the creatures I'm eventually going to hunt is very, very good. Okay. And I'm in fine condition. Good. Let's move on. It looks like we can go back to the river. There's still stuff here. It looks like this is how much time we have. So luckily, we still have quite a bit of time to explore. Let's see what's here. Ooh. That is shimmering. I think that's a different dragon. Traveling riseward from the conflux reveals steep slopes and high hills. Rugged terrain such as this is not easy on the legs, but treasure as mountains hatchling is a common saying among the Drakkin. Might the rocky outcroppings hide precious shinestone, or perhaps something even more valuable? Ooh. Yeah. I want to go look for treasure over there, for sure. Your beautiful body has come under attack by countless very tiny beings. Yep, I knew this was gonna happen. Entering you as you might enter another kin's territory, they are marauding your inner world, breaking, polluting, and poisoning your essence. They did not even issue a formal challenge before their invasion. The entire affair is outrageously impolite, and made all the more frustrating that you are unable to burn them or hunt them. You cannot even use your mind to its regular extent. It is largely preoccupied in fighting the invisible interlopers. You cannot help but remember the questionable flesh you consumed a few suns ago. You cannot be sure, but you have a sinking suspicion that it may be to blame. You have little appetite, but perhaps some hunting might help your body rally, or exploration re-stimulate your mind. Your core is telling you to stay in your den and not move, but the no-tails continuously draw closer to discovering you. Not to mention the fact that you feel restless and irritable. Darktooth may be able to provide advice, but the trek to its territory will be laborious, and its assistance is, of course, never free. What will you do? See, that takes energy. Darktooth's assistance is not free. We don't have anything of value for Darktooth. I think we need to remain in our den and rest. You huddle down in your earthen sanctuary and sleep as much as possible, following the directives of your core. You can only hope that it has given your internal forces some kind of advantage in the pitched battle raging inside of you. Perhaps resting more will help, though you feel awful. It turns out to be the wise decision, as the illness will now depart more quickly. But this is not how a mighty Drac should spend its suns. Okay. So because we got a lot of food at once, we had to serve a penalty of an extra day, I guess. A new sun has risen. You've marked it. Okay. We are in perfect health. Your body's blighted by very tiny beings which have invaded without warning or challenge. You feel sluggish and weak. Okay. So we're still recovering from the illness. But we can find treasure here. Supposedly. Probably. Yes. This sun, you have discovered a hidden outcropping of beautiful shinestone peeking through its mother rock. This particular kind, called silver, is of some worth, but you'll need either a mighty fire within or some kind of helpful tool to remove it. What will you do? Melt the rocks with your breath, use your teeth and claws to break it away one small piece at a time, leave it for now. There is a hidden option. Okay. So, we're gonna need to come back when we have some kind of tool or skill. Let's melt it with our breath. Your breath is fierce enough to make plants bow down before you and cause grass to catch flame, but this shinestone, a hatchling of earth itself, is more solid by far. You will need to grow the fire within more greatly before you can melt this. You are too exhausted to try again now, but at least this was good practice. Nice. Okay. We're too weak right now to get more, I guess. Okay, we're still sick. We're still sick. This does mean, though, that we could just, scout out more areas like this. Or we could rest and try to recover. But I want to see what we can learn about the birds. Herons. This is a real treat for you. This is a great blue heron. You seem to cross across a trio of lesser spearbills. They seem to be distracted by some kind of discussion. What will you do? Wait and observe. You begin to catch shards of their conversation. And so we must proceed with the assumption that all things can be understood, given time and observation. The core elements of reality, earth, air, water, fire, are predictable and finite, and all things proceed from their motion. It cannot be denied that there is such a thing as expert knowledge, and that such knowledge has both value and merit. Thus, it is that the wisest of beings gather information. Disagreement, says another, slanting its head slightly to the left. The true nature of objects is clearly unknowable. The desires of the observer, as well as the limitations of its senses, ensure that no matter how much information is collected, the true nature of external creatures, or even objects, remains forever out of reach. The wisest observer attempts to understand themselves, and by having a greater control over their own cognition, can get closer to the truth than those who remain ignorant of their own psychology. The mark of wisdom is not information, but self-knowledge. Who invited you, Derek? Both of you, says the third, dipping its bill briefly into the water. I'm making the same mistake. You are assuming that objects have a true nature to begin with. The one song is empty of all meaning and even substance. It is not that truth is hidden by the senses, but that it never existed to begin with. It is but a vain hope of limited beings. A wise being does not seek to accumulate a wealth of information, nor even to understand themselves, for none of these things can be said to matter or even exist. The one song is empty. A truly wise being knows only one thing, that they know nothing, and abandoning all need for understanding simply lives, free from all judgment. You have learned more about the way of lesser spearbills. The wisdom of Drac is renowned. Let us ask the one hiding ineffectually nearby, one suggests, with the subtle motions of their heads, and they turn their eyes and ears to you. I can give them wisdom. What is the nature of wisdom? Is it based on information, self-knowledge, or upon abandoning these things and simply living? Wisdom is rooted in gaining of knowledge. Wisdom is rooted in the quest for self-awareness. Wisdom is rooted in the enjoyment of life. Confess that you do not know the true nature of wisdom or attack them! That would go poorly, apparently. Wisdom is rooted in the enjoyment of life and accepting that all things are empty. Truth and wisdom, you respond, are false labels placed upon things. Objects are simply themselves, nothing more or less. One can never understand the sun or earth or the infinite one song in which they dance. One can only abandon understanding and experience the wonder of life. Why would a truly wise being waste time rating and judging themselves and others when they could simply plunge into the cool waters of life and drink? Why search for meaning in the great and rolling earth when one could simply rest in her body and taste of her milk, which is joy? Life is what one makes of it, and to be content with that is true wisdom. The first and second spear bowls seem unconvinced, but the third appreciates your answer, ruffling its feathers in excitement. Agreement, O hatchling of the Drac! May the blessing of earth, of simplicity and contentment be upon you. As one, they launch into the sky, and you hear them continuing their argument as they journey onward. Earth Mastery! We leveled it up! Hell yeah! Looks like we have spent like about half of our time. But what new perks do we get? Learn to burrow, and enemies which hide underground can no longer easily escape you. Ooh. That's gonna be a good advantage against rabbits. Are we still sick? Yeah, we are still sick. We're gonna need food soon. But that's okay. That's okay. Burrow a mole. I mean, I'm sure there's a way to find a mole. Eventually. Somewhere. Maybe. It's not a good idea to go looking for another Drac right now. But what is this? Investigate. Oh, that's a badger. Oh, that's a badger. Small, pure waters are falling from the sky. You keep to the shadows of the trees and veil yourself in the brush to keep as dry as you can. Few beasts are out in such weather, hiding within their homes, but you are surprised to find a mid-sized fur beast standing brazenly out in the open. It is a lumberkin, one of a people renowned for tenacity and ferocity, even in the face of much larger foes. It calls out to you with a strange song. Far frostward fields fares this flame-souled fur beast. A warrior, though age weak, and winner of wars. The mind wafts forth waves of Drakkin sent wayward, a final fight foretelling, fame fortune finding. To a true fighting soul, treasures too I shall surrender. Come bring claw against claw, cruelly clashing. The Lumberkin's soul blazes, as if eager to escape from the narrow confines of its aging and scarred body. What do? Lumberkin do not hunt Drak. Askwhite wishes to engage in a dance of destruction with you. Life is dear to all, from smallest to greatest. Askwhite wants to throw away its existence. Ask about the 2 treasures it offers. Refuse to grant its request to gauge its strength. Let's gauge its strength. Oh god, that thing would fuck us up. You inspect the Lumberking's body, which is scarred and worn from countless batters. Its age seems to be affecting it, making it less hardy and slower than its kin, but its strength rivals that of creatures many times its size. It would be a difficult opponent for any new hatched Drak. Why did you throw away your existence? Of seasons so many I have seen, and my meat is now meager, my brittle my bent bones. Sickness strongly assails my senses, pain my perpetual partner. No wish have I to be murdered by madness, nor slowly starve till sundered is my soul. Let my last breath be blown out in battle, a scarlet song sure to send spirits starward. Voice your doubt that the afterlife it believes in exists, encourage it to live. Confess you are not powerful enough to defeat such a powerful warrior, but pledge to return soon to the end of the Lumberkin's existence. There'll be no escape, do not choose this lightly. Encourage it to live. To lay life against life, to bout in bold battle. Such is the life of good beasts long gone. The way of the Lumberkin, warriors of North, is to slay or be slain, and such is my song. No more worthy a muting of my music can there be but the clamor of clash and carnage. This I choose, the chance to charge and to challenge, for when blood taints my teeth, my bold soul burns brightest. Ooh. What treasures? Dig deep in my den to discover directly the pair of prizes I promised you prior. With Fang, with fury alone you shall find treasures too, a tale worth the telling thereafter. I'm not powerful enough to beat you. So be it. Strength to yourself gather swiftly, forging the fighting fires found in your frame. But I beg you be brave, as your bold begone brethren. Leave me not to languish nor linger too long. Unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna be back to beat it, because I think we'd need to play very well in order to do that, and alas, this is my first time playing, so, I don't think we can. Am I still sick? My god, I'm still sick. A Lumberkin warrior awaits a glorious end. Okay, so that's still haunting my mind. I don't think we're getting worse, exactly, but I have a feeling eventually we're gonna need to rest anyway. How are our stats looking? Not exactly great. Our water's recovering. I want to explore this. Oh no. Following the warm-ward bank of one of the river forks, the oily, smoky smell of the tailless is carried on the wind. You are drawing near to one of their hives. It is a dangerous land, but a bold Drak might learn something of their mysterious ways, or steal food or even treasure from them. Okay, so that's very dangerous, but high risk, high reward. And after all, we pledged to learn of them. My god, we still sick? We are still sick. I keep clicking on that. We're probably gonna need to rest after we hunt anyway, so I'm gonna try to hunt a squirrel. I'm gonna try. And then, after we inevitably fail to hunt something, we'll rest to regain our health. Okay. We're gonna draw nearer. We're gonna draw nearer. And we're going to observe. Just because knowledge is good. And then we're gonna strike. Yeah! Free food! Yes. Mm-hmm. I've learned more of the way of the tree tails and gained energy. Good. Let's look more about the hedgehogs, the prickleback. It'll take longer for my scent to reach it. Ooh. Okay, can I click on you to know more? It's not very strong. Actually, we are perfectly matched. We are equally matched right now because we're sick. That's good, actually. I'm gonna observe once. Okay. Because, you know, the wind. Slowly draw nearer. It's alert! It's alert! Okay. Keep still. And we're gonna strike. The prey yet lives! Finish it! Okay. It is crippled and stands very close to Shadow of Destruction. Okay, we're gonna take damage as we hit it, probably, because it's a fucking hedgehog, but we gotta learn. You bounce off its armor with a thud, and yet you chomp into spikes. So it attacks Earth, you know, defend. Maybe I should, brace. Okay, I watch carefully. It's curled, protecting itself from harm. Okay, so I think that means we should just burn it. Belch fire, deal light damage. There we go! Okay. Separating the prickleback's spike-ridded pelt from its flesh is not easy. Once safe to eat, you find it a satisfying, earthy meal. You learn the more the way of the pricklebacks. Yay! That was worth it. That was pretty worth it. We're still in perfect health. That's so good. Yeah, prickleback is known as the... But yeah, this good beast is known as a prickleback. The reason is simple. Its back seems to be covered in small spikes. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, those are its stats. This is tree tail stats. We don't know enough about long ears yet. Yeah, it seems the more we know about it, the more in color they appear. So that's really cool. Real cool. We could learn more about, the, quote, stink strike. I think we should. Ooh, the wind is not in my favor, though. Oh, shit! That is a badger! That is a lumberkin, not a stink strike. Okay. Scent is still free from the pungent and fear or even alertness. How strong is it? It is too strong. It is too strong. Observe. Okay. That's good to know, but I think we need to leave. I think we need to retreat. Okay. We hunted very well. But that tailless hunters have been following your tracks. Uh-oh. They are not yet near your den, but you must find a new home in the Great Green before you are discovered. Stretch time, though! Everybody clasp your hands together and stretch them outward. And then up. And stretch, 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 stretch. And slowly lower them down to your sides. Stretch over to the right. And stretch, 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 stretch. And back. And stretch over to the right. And stretch, 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 stretch. And back. And it's time to twist that spine. Twist that spine, twist that spine, twist that spine, twist that spine. And back. And we're going to twist that spine the other way. Twist, 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 twist. Oh, that feels good. Yeah. Woo. All right. Let's see. No tails have been smelled near the river. It will probably take them at least several more storms to find your den. The Great Green awaits you when you are ready to move on. Okay. We're still sick. God. Maybe I should just rest. I don't know. But this is the direction we need to go, so I should take a look and see if there's going to be anything in our way. Okay. There's a lot of things. You have reached the end of one of the two river forks which give Heartbone Valley its name. Somewhere in this area lies the entrance to the deep forest, the Great Green, to which you must escape before the No-Tails find you. Do not tempt fate, but do not be too eager to leave. Once you do, you may not return. The opportunities for new knowledge and treasure are many, both here and elsewhere in the valley. Okay. My time must be used wisely. I don't expect to have success this first playthrough. Oh, hey, look, I'm no longer sick. I've recovered. Yay! I'm in perfect health. Okay, that is good. We finally recovered. Good. But yeah, it would take several playthroughs in order to, you know, fully know how best to min-max this. So obviously I'm not going to do that on stream, but that just means if you guys want to play this game as well, like, you're going to have an entirely different playthrough than me, which is honestly really cool. That looks like another dragon there. So, yeah, like, whenever they have that gradient on them, I think that means it's another dragon. Let's investigate this area. A spider. I love how you can see our silhouette in the background. That's really cool. The sun is still young when you come across the most fascinating lair. Suspended between plants swaying gently in the morning breeze, it bars your way forward with utmost eloquence. It is circles, many circles, circles within circles, like the one song which holds earth and sun and all worlds like small thoughts, soon to be forgotten. Droplets of water hang from the structure like tiny, fragile gems. In the center of it all, its spirit muted, almost scentless, rests a weaver. You know the weaver tribe by reputation. Their way is old, even by the standards of the Drakh. Among tiny beings, they are feared destroyers, but pose no danger at all to great kin such as you. Your path forward, however, is obstructed by this weaver's trap lair. Finding a way around would take effort. Not very much, but some. The easiest way to continue is through. Surely no beast of the Great Green would think twice before forging ahead. It would be madness to worry about every tiny being you encounter. What will you do? Could take a different route, or sing to the weaver, or press through. What if I sing to the weaver? You extend your mind song forward, searching for the weavers. It is very, very difficult for you to connect to its tiny consciousness, but finally, you feel something at the edge of the silence. It speaks in fucking Braille? Why does it speak in Braille? You know, I did research on Braille, like, once for some reason. Do I remember how to speak, like, read Braille? No. No, I don't. Like, in fact, a lot of people who can see have trouble with Braille because of just... Did I say speak when I meant see? A lot of people who can see. I want to make sure I said that correctly, because that's important. But a lot, like, I think, like, if I tried, I could probably, you know, slowly do it like one reads unknown. But it is meant to be felt. It is meant to be felt. I wonder what wisdom this is. It repeats endlessly, over and over again. It hurts you somehow, and you break off the thought connection. The quiet comes as a relief. What do you do? Yeah, I don't know what that means at all, and clearly my dragon does not either. But it is kind of cool that it clearly is saying something. Take a different route. You backtrack a short distance, poking your snout through leafy fronds to find another way through. Eventually you find one. Looking backwards, you see the weaver still there, barely alive, spirit drawn tightly within, only a hint of light escaping. Perhaps it's a prayer for some tiny being to trespass upon its sacred place so that it may feed. The mind of a weaver is perhaps best left undisturbed. Strange things are sung of it. Okay. It's very interesting. Very interesting. I do want to find more treasure, but no tales have been spelled near the river. It'll probably take at least several more suns to find your den. Okay. Maybe that's the symbol of the Great Green. There's also a human here. And that is scary. Like, the way that it's outlined like that makes me think it's very dangerous, but I want to see... I want to take a look at it. I want to take a look at a no-tail. I want to take a look. You're exploring the Wormwood part of the valley, starting to near the stream. This sun is particularly bold. When you hear a prolonged splashing sound, it's too irregular to be water running over rocks, and too long-lasting to be a predator struggling with prey. And as you approach, the oily, odorous stench of the tailless fills the air. These are smaller than the no-tails which you saw before. Their scents cleaner and newer, but still disturbing. They may be hatchlings of their kind. Two are play fighting as young Furbies sometimes do, honing their battle skills, while two more watch, emitting a whooping, barking sound. A fifth sits alone on the bank, doing something strange with its forepaw. What do you do? Attempt to communicate. Ooh, that's risky as fuck. Oh, but I want to see what happens. I want to see what happens. Which one of their minds do you wish to connect and sing? One of the play-fighting ones, one of the ones observing the play fight, the one alone. I'm gonna make this little guy a protagonist. Singing into its mind is harder than you expected. The sheer oddity of its thoughts and emotions make it like trying to smell a stone underwater. Eventually, however, you feel some kind of connection, and paint a universal sigil for it to receive. Slowly, the hatchling looks up and then directly at you. It seems to be able to sense where you are from the communication. You expect it to panic or cry for help, but to your surprise, it does not, instead forming a strange sigil of its own inside the connection. You smell a little fear, but it seems in control of itself. After some trial and error, you trade a few ideas. It does not seem to be able to communicate fluidly like a drac, or even a regular good beast, failing to intuit the meaning of many of your sigils, which you believed were written upon every mind. When it does respond, what it does communicate is lavish. It shows you a sunrise so rife with detail that you can almost see it yourself, and a lightning storm witnessed from inside a small cave. Ooh. Most oddly, at one point, it shows you what looks like no-tails harming each other, an image of particular importance in its mind, but you do not understand its significance. Oh. Are your parents dead? Maintaining the communication is deeply tiring for you. The no-tail mind is full of sharp needles and hardened information and quagmires of half-dealt with fears. Eventually, several adults come to collect the hatchlings, and you were so distracted by the communication that you have now been surrounded. Just when you're about to be discovered, though, the hatchling with whom you communicated barks at the adult about to stumble upon you, distracting it and leading it away. The hatchling has also left some shiny rocks it wore around its neck behind! Oh, we made a friend! Aww. Soon the no-tails are gone and you are safe. This day seems to have bred more questions than answers. Why did the no-tail hatchling lead the adults away from you? It must have known you were dangerous and would only become more so in time. The mind you saw during communication was deeply other, and very difficult for you to connect with, and yet there was a glimmer of something beneath the overcomplicated morass. Something like a bright stone hidden in a dark treetop at night, or a single lump of gold in the midst of a swamp. Like something good, something valuable, hidden in the most unlikely of places. Perhaps the lone tall lift was simply unlike the others of its kind, or perhaps a long, long journey of understanding was begun this sun. Time will tell. Amber Circle. This circle of tiny, shiny orange stones was once hung upon the neck of a tailless hatchling. It is attractive, especially in the sun's light, and the artifice by which the stones are connected is interesting. Treasure! Treasure! Hell yeah! Children. Children are a great way to experience stuff. You know, like a great way to learn about another species. Alright, so I don't know if the Amber Circle's gonna do anything for us, but it's still cool. We need to do some hunting. We're still not gonna be able to hunt the Lumberkin, though. Like, look at these stats. These stats are terrible. We would need to fail in very specific ways in order to be able to defeat that thing. Looks like we need to hunt a rabbit or fish. Let me take a look here. What do we know about